I just have one more question. What is your favorite color?
Blue.
Really?
Wildcat blue.
Great.
Our kids went to the mall last night. We have a dinner we have to go to this afternoon, which I wish we didn't because we'd probably go to a movie or do something. But I want them to let their hair down, but I also want them to know that let's do what we've done in these other weekends. Our tournament down in Atlanta, the SEC tournament, what we've done in Florida, what we've done in Newark, let's do the same, which is we're going to get ready for the games, but we're not going to overwhelm them. Our players have not watched Connecticut tape. They're going to watch it just like we do prior to every other game. We're preparing them for what Connecticut's going to do, but I want them to worry about us. And that's what we've done all year. We're not going to deal with this like any other game. We're dealing it like it's a regular season game. Respect each other, that understand it's bigger than them. So I'll give an example. Two heroes for us right now are Terrence Jones and Duran Lamb. You may ask, why do you say those are two heroes? Because Terrence Jones in Maui took 44 shots in 3 games. And that's all he talked about was him. He's taken 33 shots in 4 games, taking a little bit of a back seat so we can step forward. He's still rebounding and defending, but he's not the centerpiece of the offense. Duran Lamb had to cut out some minutes and step back a little bit for DeAndre Liggins. That's what happens when good kids understand it's about our team, not just about me. And you might, you know, and again, in this situation, these kids want to be the man. Now, I will say this, both in Terrence's case and Duran, they could go for 25 now. They got talent, and they've done it, both of them, this year. But those kind of plays where the kids understand my role is not as important as the goal of the team, that's when things go good. A bunch of losses, road losses, and he puts you in a crisis mode. We lost to Arkansas. Let me tell you what we had left. Florida at home, Vandy at home, and at Tennessee. Shoot, we lose those 3, maybe we're not in the tournament. And all of a sudden, we stepped up, and every one of them was a close game and win, and then go in our tournament and really play well, and the rest tells you why we're sitting here today. Well, one, that he works so hard and spends so much time. It's not only that a young man expects to make the shot, it's more important that he's not afraid to miss the shot. That's who you want to shoot your ball. I think I can make it. No, I'm not afraid to miss this. It's a totally different mentality. And I just kept harping, I know you're not afraid to miss it, so keep shooting. You're not afraid to miss it, shoot the ball. And I told him when against Princeton, there was no question I was going to have that ball in your hand. Ohio State, there was no question we were going to have the ball in your hand. And you know, but we got other guys. I mean, DeAndre Liggins, absolute dagger from the corner. Duran Lamb has made shots. Terrence Jones has made plays and free throws. Darius Miller, if we had 12 game, quote, changing shots, 6 of them were by Darius. So we've got a bunch of guys that I'm really comfortable late in the game that if you try to take away Brandon, he can give it to somebody else and that guy can knock it down. He's really improved. He's improved his shooting. He's a hard worker. He spends a lot of time in the gym. You know, he's really, you know, the biggest thing is he's trusting. You know, in this sport, kids come from different areas. They've been through different situations and backgrounds and home lives, and they're not all born on third base. Some of them are born outside the arena and trying to get into the arena, to get in the dugout, to get up at bat, to try to get to first, to get to third. And those kids, what happens a lot of times is they've been through a lot of rough things, and it's hard for them to trust anybody. It's hard for them to trust because they've been let down a lot. They've been told, sold a bill of goods, and all of a sudden it's not been what they thought, and it takes time. I think right now, and I love him to death. I love him like a son, and I think he looks at us and says, I trust these people. And probably for the first time in his life, he's saying, you tell me what you want me to do and I'm going to do it, I trust you. It's been phenomenal because what happens to you, you play Kemba and you forget about him And then Jim starts running that guy off baseline screens, and all of a sudden he's curling, stepping through. Or you play the pick and roll too much, they throw it over the top to him and he's making threes. He's making all those plays. So you have the scorer A1 and scorer B1. And that's what they've been doing. He's been terrific. He's long, he's active. I'll tell you what else he's doing. He's coming up with steals at the exact time they need it. He's making a run through and a dunk. I've seen it on tape over and over and over. So I'm really impressed. And we recruited him. I really liked him as a player in high school. You don't really, but I think this team is hungry enough that they're going to battle. But we're playing an unbelievable team with an unbelievable player, with a Hall of Fame coach that's on a run. We know this is going to be a challenge, and we're going to have to be at our best to have a chance to win. We're going to have to be at our best. This is not one that you show up and two guys are not feeling right, or they're the deer in headlights look. That happens this game, you're done. But I have confidence. I believe in this team. I believed in this team from the beginning. I told all the Kentucky writers and sportscasters that have followed us, even after the losses, they were all close, 1 or 2 points. And I believe in the team, and I look at these guys and say they can do what they want to do. What do you want? How do you want this to finish? And then go make it happen. They know I believe in them. I think they, right now, believe in each other more than at any point in the season is now. So we'll see. We let it fly on Saturday. The ball goes up in the air, and someone tips it, and we start that game and hopefully have some fun.